What it is, YouTube, man? Back with another little video today. You feel what I'm saying? You already know we got something bust on this channel every single day, but today we got the rapper Ksoo, one of the Young Ace's affiliates. Y'all already know he was the craziest hitman, one of the craziest hitmen out of Jacksonville, Florida. Him and his family had like 17 bodies. You feel what I'm saying? We gonna see what this video top out. Before we start though, like the video, share it, subscribe to the channel. Man, stay a billiard. Let's get it, man.
Fans know that Ksoo is allegedly one of the most savage dudes in Jacksonville. But most people have no idea how crazy the story really is. His whole family has been tearing up the streets of Jacksonville since the 90s. From murders in broad daylight to selling dirty cops, today we're breaking down why they're one of the most dangerous families in the city. Hakeem Robinson, aka Ksoo, is definitely the most famous dude in the Robinson family. But his older brother Willie, also known as Boss Goon, is a big reason why Ksoo's wrapped up in the war in Jacksonville and facing 2 different murder cases right now. Before Ksoo's brother Willie started going by the name Boss Goon, there was another dude with the same name in the area that came up. The OG Boss Goon repped a set called Flag Street, and back in the day, he helped spark one of the deadliest beasts in the city with Grant Park. Flag Street and Grant Park were cool back in the day, but reports say everything started with the OG Boss Goon in a nightclub. Some dudes from Grant Park and Flag Street got into an argument at the club, and OG Boss Goon allegedly threw a drink at a Grant Park affiliate. Less than 24 hours later, the first murder in the beef went down when a dude named Jerry Clemens was shot and killed in a drive-by. Over the next couple of years, at least 20 people were killed in the war between Grant Park and Flag Street, and people claim that the OG Boss Goon was putting the most pressure on the ops. It's not clear how much the OG Boss Goon really added to the score back in the day, but the ops wanted him gone so badly that they boxed him in with 3 whips and killed him in broad daylight in 2010. The OG Boss Goon was one of the most feared dudes in the city, and that's why Ksoo's brother took his name after he got active in the trenches. That same year, the OG Boss Goon got
bro. Could y'all steal somebody else's name and then like be like, what is he, like Boss Goon Jr. or something? No disrespect, I know you a shooter, bro, but like, that's weird, bro. I couldn't do that, bro.
Ksoo's brother Boss Goon got booked on a murder charge. He ended up beating the case after the prosecutors dropped everything due to lack of evidence. But then Ksoo's brother Boss Goon went down for 6 years on burglary and charges for lying under oath in court. Boss Goon finally came home in 2018 and hopped right in the booth. According to people close to the situation, Boss Goon was trying to get out of all the drama and make it in the industry. He was locked up from the age of 16 to 24, and wasting all that time made him realize he needed to switch up how he moved. He was booking shows and dropping new music, but just a few months later, the ops caught up to him in a brutal shooting. In January 2019, Boss Goon had a set at the Paradise Gentlemen's Club in Jacksonville. Everything went smoothly, and it seemed like everyone was just happy for him to finally be free again, and nobody expected what was about to happen. Boss Goon, his dad Blue, and his brother Crazy K all hopped in a whip after the show with a few other people. They were driving down the highway and made it a few miles without any issues. But then 3 whips full of shooters pulled up out of nowhere. They hit up Blue's whip and dumped over 100 shots at them. Everyone inside the whip got hit. Boss Goon's brother, Crazy K, got hit in the head 3 times. His dad Blue also took 2 shots to the back and survived. But Boss Goon tragically didn't make it out of the situation alive. Nobody was ever booked for the murder, and Boss Goon's dad Blue said that he thinks the police didn't really look into it because of their family's past in the city. Blue told reporters that he got out of prison in 2009 and hasn't been in any serious trouble since then. But the cops weren't treating him like they would if someone else got shot. After Boss Goon got killed, rumors were flying that Blue had put a bag on whoever was behind the shooting. It's not clear what was going down behind the scenes, but Blue went on the news and said he wanted justice for Boss Goon and that he wasn't sending out hits. When Boss Goon got killed, his younger brother Ksoo allegedly started sliding for him immediately.
Oh my god.
Nobody was arrested for Boss Goon's murder, but rumors say it was related to the deadly war in Jacksonville between Young Ace's ATK crew and a set called 6 Block. Ksoo reps ATK, but he also reps a group called NGH or No Hospital Gang. No Hospital Gang isn't really a set though. It's an alliance between crews like ATK, Flag Street, BB4L, and other crews. Young Ace has his ATK crew, but he also reps NHG. And on the track Who I Smoke, he shouted Ksoo and NHG out when he rapped, "My killer make his face go." That's one thing about Ksoo. No Hospital Gang, boy, you know that case closed. Want him dead, bust his head, all I do is say go.
But it's crazy, bro. Nobody who's listened to this song probably even realized that bar right there. No Hospital Gang boy. I swear to God.
And on that same track, Ace is one of the ops that Ksoo is facing a murder charge for right now. But before we get into the brutal shooting Ksoo allegedly committed as get back for his brother Boss Goon, we gotta take a quick look at how Jacksonville was turning into a war zone. ATK's main ops in Jacksonville is a crew called 6 Block. Julio is the most famous dude in the group. According to reports, the whole beef between 6 Block and ATK started after Julio's cousin, Zion Brown, was murdered by Ace's homie, Trey Shorty. Both sides started dropping bodies. And one time, Ace got caught up in a shooting that left 3 other ATK affiliates dead.
Yeah.
Ace, 2-3, Quan, and 4 went out to dinner and got caught by the ops when they were leaving the restaurant. They started dumping bullets into their whip. Ace got hit and survived, but he watched his 2 best friends and brother die right in front of him. The shooting was wild, but what made the situation really pop off and start getting everyone's attention was the crazy diss tracks that started coming after the hit.
Yeah.
Julio was dissing Ace on tracks like When I See You and rapped Ace from the West, how he clicked up with the East Side. He ain't been the same since he seen the other 3 die.
I ain't gonna lie, this song right here, bro, Who I Smoke was hard, bro. I love Younger Ace music, bro, but this song was so catchy, bro. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Please don't bash me, Younger Ace gang. Please don't bash me.
I'm 2-3 high. Say your goodbye. Gave that boy the business like a suit and a bow tie. Light them boys block up like the 4th of July. They got caught lacking, the whole world wanna know why. Ace and his homies on the ATK side were dissing right back and clowning Julio's dead friends. And after Boss Goon died, Ksoo went out looking for revenge. According to reports, Julio's little brother, Lil Bibby, and his friend Pop Out were hanging out at the Hilltop Apartments in 6 Block territory.
Hey, in this apartment building, bro, it's always going down. I don't know why people go back there, bro. So many people been smoked at this specific building, bro. They be wild, bro.
And his homie ATK Scotty came through and started letting off shots. Pop Out and Bibby took off running in different directions, and Scotty went after Pop Out while Ksoo chased down Bibby. Pop Out was able to get away, but Ksoo allegedly walked Julio's little brother Bibby down and shot him point blank in the head. After Bibby died, ATK started dissing him like crazy.
Yep.
On the track Who I Smoke, Young and Ace raps Who I Smoke, Bibby. Ksoo and Scotty also dissed him on social media and started wearing jerseys with Bibby's name on them.
Wow.
And on the track Ksoo Bitch, Ksoo raps ATK don't do no drive-bys. He ain't going to the hospital, dead flies. Who the f wanna play with us? They dead guys. Bibby had a closed casket, I wasn't surprised. Ksoo also took shots at Pop Out on the same track for running away and rapped, I don't know why y'all call him Pop Out, cause Mike gon' hide. Still smoking this dank, can't open my eyes. And a few months later, Ksoo, Scotty, and Ace all almost died. Young and Ace had a show in Georgia and brought the ATK crew with them. Everything was smooth at first, but when they got back to their hotel, the ops were waiting for them in the parking lot.
That's crazy.
Shots
I know
started
about this.
going off, but Ksoo and Scotty started busting back while everyone else was running for cover. After it went down, Ksoo dropped the track Been Dead and rapped, we gon' pull it back on your head and get you toe tagged. And I don't like to brag, but Don Dada got that K. Shoulda killed me in Waycross. They hopped out with them Ks. Me and Scotty busting back, we was on the same page.
Bro, but it's crazy though. I didn't even know that happened. And that's crazy because that's literally how Julio passed away. Got caught lacking at the hotel. If I'm saying that's fried, bro.
An ATK op named Tiki Shots was allegedly there when the shooting went down, and some people think Ksoo ended up killing him later.
Oh my
Tiki
God.
Shots was murdered at a gas station, and on Been Dead, Ksoo raps, I was mad at I went up in a rage. I caught lacking at the store, his face. The war between ATK and 6 Block slowed down for a little while, but then in 2024, ATK finally caught their biggest op and allegedly killed Julio while he was celebrating his 26th birthday.
Yup.
Julio was in Tampa, Florida when it went down, and the cops say that some ATK and 1200 affiliates followed him out there and killed him. Ksoo was locked up when it went down, but after the news broke, he hopped on social media to clown Julio. Ksoo posted a photo of them together back before all the beef started and said, it's gonna be boring without you. Ksoo was the only one in his family allegedly putting in work for ATK though. And on the same track, he shouted out his brothers, Crazy K and Foul Out Sosa, rapping, they say I'm f***ed up in the head, I need to take them meds. I'm a Crazy K, and he said he want everybody dead. And we'll foul out your ass, boy. You better not play. And we catch you broad day, shoot you in your face. Foul Out Sosa caught an attempted murder case back in 2015 after he allegedly shot an op named Twin K in broad daylight. It was never confirmed, but some people think Twin K was on the hit when Ace's brother and friends got hit up after dinner and died right next to Ace. After he allegedly shot Twin K in the leg, Foul Out went on the run and tried to do the race. He tried to trick the cops by posting about hiding out in Mexico, but they caught up to him after just a couple of months, and Foul Out got hit with a 5-year sentence for shooting Twin K.
That's it?
Crazy K
That's
was
it, 5 years? That's it? That's it?
Allegedly putting pressure on the ops too. And now Ksoo, Crazy K, and their dad Blue are all wrapped up in a wild murder case.
Yeah.
Back in 2020, a rapper from Jacksonville allegedly dissed their dead brother, Boss Goon. So Ksoo and Crazy K allegedly slid on him with their homie, Dominique Barner, and caught Lil Buck outside a shopping mall and killed him in broad daylight. The police rolled up and saw a shooter standing over Lil Buck with the rifle. Then the shooter hopped in the whip and they all tried to get away. They ended up crashing the whip though, and Ksoo ran one way while the other dude split off in a different direction. Dominique Barner and the other alleged shooter ran inside a woman's house and started stealing her husband's clothes.
That's
and when
crazy.
the woman came out of the bathroom, Dominique Barner started choking her. That's when someone called up Ksoo's dad, Blue, and asked him to come pick them up. Blue pulled through, and everyone got out of the situation at first. But then Dominique Barner got booked, and a confidential informant caught him talking about the whole case and saying that Ksoo was the one who pulled the trigger.
No!
Before the cops caught up to him, Ksoo was already dissing Lil Buck on tracks like ATK War when he raps, "Oh, Ksoo stepping, two choppers in a foreign car, he ready." And 2 of his favorite convicted felons. And they better be ready.
Crazy.
I'm gonna shoot them choppers till they all go hell in heaven. And every time we stepped on those, they wasn't ready.
Oh my God.
According to reports, Ksoo wanted to kill Lil Buck because he dissed his brother Willie, aka Boss Goon. And on the track Dead Ops, Ksoo said, "Send a op to a better place. He should have never dissed Willie. All year long we smoked that till this motherfucking day. We don't play. Let that know. Hit him with that KTA. With that spell, motherfucking ATK." The cops eventually caught up to Ksoo, his brother Crazy K, and their dad Blue, and charged him all for being involved with Lil Buck's death. Her dad and 2 of his sons all getting hit with the same murder case was already crazy, but nobody expected what happened next.
His daddy snitching?
Instead of holding it down for his
I
sons,
knew it!
The dad Blue decided to flip and pointed Ksoo out to the cops as the one to kill Lil Buck.
Now, when you watched that video of the murder of Charles McCormick, did you recognize the shooter?
Yes, sir.
No!
Who was the shooter in that video?
Hakeem Robinson.
Your son, Hakeem Robinson.
Yes, sir.
No! I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. If y'all have a kid, right? Is y'all snitching on your kid if he called a murder case and called you to pick him up? I don't know if he knew about it. You feel me? As you call it, you snitching on your kid, though. Let me know in the comment section down below, bro. That's crazy, bro.
Himself, nobody could believe what was happening. Blue came up in the trenches too, and nobody thought he was gonna flip on his own kids. After everyone found out what was going down, Blue hopped on social media to defend himself. He said that if his own dad was facing a charge like that, he would have done anything he could to make sure he didn't do time. Lil Boosie aired him out in an interview with DJ Vlad.
What that got to... Okay, never mind.
Said he wants to write a letter to Blue.
I won't write him in jail. So whoever watching this, send me that nigga address, man. I won't write him and talk to him. I want to make them people do their job. They're laughing at you over beer and shots right now.
He also said that Ksoo's people will probably end up killing Blue over the situation. And according to Boosie, that's what the cops want to happen.
We're gonna make him testify and let his ass out after and give him credit for time served and let Ksoo boy smoke his ass.
Yep.
2 birds and 1 stone.
Blue has been all over the headline.
I ain't gonna lie, the system is so messed up, bro. It's so messed up. It's crazy,
throwing
bro.
his sons under the bus.
How they finesse.
What most people don't know is how fair they used to be in Jacksonville. Abdul Robinson Sr., aka Blue, has been active in the streets since the 80s. He started moving heavyweight in the 90s with his homie Smiley. Blue got booked for 3 different murders back in the 90s, but was able to beat all of them. According to reports, Smiley and him were 2 of the most violent dealers in the city, and the cops spent years trying to take him down. They had a bunch of investigations on Blue and Smiley, but the police can never make anything stick on them. Then 2 cops named Eric Sinclair and Dave Blitz Bisplinghoff were put on the case to take Ksoo's dad Blue and his partner Smiley down. An informant called the cops and said he was about to take a bribe from Blue and Smiley. So Officers Sinclair and Blitz thought they were about to set him up good. Officers Blitz and Sinclair didn't have enough evidence to book Blue and Smiley yet, but if they caught them bribing the informant, then that would be enough to put Blue and Smiley behind bars. The deal was all set up and ready to go, and it looked like Blue and Smiley were finally about to get caught. But then on the day it was supposed to happen, the situation went left out of nowhere. Another informant called up Blitz and told him that the streets were talking about the bribe they were trying to catch Blue and Smiley make. Somehow the info got out, and Blue and Smiley knew that the cops were behind the whole thing.
That's
Officers
crazy.
Blitz and Eric Sinclair were the only ones who knew about the deal. And at first, Blitz thought Eric had been bragging about how he was about to take down Blue and Smiley, and that's how the info leaked. But then he got a call that changed everything. Officer Blitz got a call from the informant who was going to set up the deal, and he told Blitz that his own partner, Eric Sinclair, was the one who leaked the info and let Blue and Smiley know they're about to get busted. Officers Blitz and Sinclair have been partners for years, but Blitz had no idea that Sinclair was working with the same dudes they were supposed to be catching.
Wow.
After that, Officer Blitz transferred to a different department because his informant told him he was in danger, but there wasn't any evidence to convict Eric Sinclair yet. Then in 1999, Blue, Smiley, and their homie, Don Draca, Marlo Bates, were taken down in a huge drug bust. Bates was caught first, and he immediately started telling the cops everything he knew about Blue and Smiley. And when Blue and Smiley finally got booked, they told the police Eric Sinclair had been leaking info to them every time the cops were about to bust him.
That's crazy.
Ksoo's dad, Blue, ended up catching a 21-year sentence, but didn't serve the full time because he worked with the police. And Smiley went down for 30 years.
30 years.
What's weird about the situation is that Smiley was working with the cops at first too and giving them all kinds of info. But then in the middle of the case, he changed his mind out of nowhere and stopped talking to him.
Goofy.
Rumors say there were more dirty cops involved with
That's
the situation.
goofy. If the police knew you were out here doing this and you was an informant for them, why would you stop being an informant and ride with the gang? Man, this ain't Fast and Furious, bro. They already know. Now they gonna charge you, bro. You wildin', brody. And you got 30 years.
And they were threatening Smiley. It's not clear what really went down behind the scenes, but there's a good reason why Smiley might have been afraid of the police, because Blue and him were connected to one of the craziest dirty cop stories ever. Eric Sinclair wasn't just moving a little weight on the side. He was working with a crew of dirty cops who had been robbing drug dealers for years. Ksoo's dad, Blue, and his partner Smiley were the ones helping the dirty cops take them all down. Officers Eric Sinclair, Carl Walden, and Jason Poe were all cops in Jacksonville who spent years robbing drug dealers and moving weight on the side. It allegedly started in the mid-90s after Officer Poe pulled a dude over for drunk driving. Officer Poe knew the guy he pulled over was a local drug dealer, so he called for backup on his radio, and Officer Eric Sinclair rode up to the scene. Officers Poe and Sinclair searched the whip and found $1,200 in cash, plus some cocaine and weed. Officer Sinclair told Poe to let the dealer go, then Poe and Sinclair split the cash, and Sinclair took the drugs to sell later. Officers Sinclair, Poe, and Walden started kicking in doors at trap houses without warrants and just taking everything they saw. They go looking for drug dealers while they were off duty and rob them, and nobody else on the force knew anything about it. Then in '98, Officer Sinclair set up a dude named Ksoo Tahan for a robbery. He paid a couple of local dealers to help him, and the three of them were able to steal $50K in cash. The dude he rob's uncle, Sami Safar, owned a business in Jacksonville, and the cash was supposed to be for the store. It was already a wild situation, but then the cops took it to another level and murdered an innocent dude. After Ksoo Tahan got robbed by the cops, they decided to hit up his uncle Safar and make another big score. The whole plan went left though, and Officer Walden had his homie Kenny McLaughlin help him kill Safar and dump the body. The dirty cops probably would have gotten away with everything, but after Ksoo's dad, Blue, and his partner Smiley told on Officer Sinclair, everything came crashing down. So while the news about Blue flipping on his own sons, Ksoo and Crazy K, was shocking to most people, there were a lot of locals in Jacksonville that weren't surprised he was telling the police everything. It's not clear how Ksoo's dad beat the 3 murder cases he caught back in the 90s, but now rumors are flying that he worked with the cops back then too.
Oh, y'all think he was an informant back then?
And that's how he skated on all the charges. But his dad, Blue, isn't the only OG in Ksoo's family who was active in the streets. According to reports, his grandfather on his mom's side was a dude named Leroy
Grandfather, see, this messed up, bro. Y'all influenced each other to do dumb stuff. Like, look at Ksoo, man. His life, he get hit with at least 2 murder charges, bro. Y'all really influenced Brody to be in the streets and do all that. Him and his brothers. Like, y'all did wrong, bro. And now look, you over here telling on him. Like, I really feel some type of way. Like, as a parent, bro, I don't even got no babies. You feel what I'm saying? But like, I feel like, well, as a parent, you should want your child to be in the streets. You should want your child doing that, bro. But instead, y'all doing it with the child. Like, y'all, I don't know, man. I don't know. This is crazy, bro. Let me know what y'all feel about this little video, though. Give me y'all thoughts. You feel what I'm saying, man. Like the video, share it, subscribe to the channel, smash that bell, you hear me? Tell my links in the description. Let me know what y'all think about this, bro. I just think it's crazy that you influenced your kid to do this, and then you do it with your kid, and then you snitch on your kid. It just don't make sense to me. I don't know. Let me know if y'all agree or disagree with me. It's on with y'all, man.